saying she didn't get the email with the link in it, is what she told me. I don't know what to do because I emailed it to you this morning.
No, she'll open Zoom.
Yeah,
We'll
she just
give you the link.
If
I'll
you
give you the
open
number.
Zoom, they'll find you.
No, we'll give you the number.
Give
for
me
her
the
to
link.
type
She's
in.
gonna give me the link information.
She's gonna give you a number for her to put in of a meeting number. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's 286-816-4705. It's a testicular tear, ventricular tear.
Oh, wow. Are you in Zoom yet? Okay, you ready for the number? It's 28. Yeah. 68. 16. 47. 05. She says she thinks she's in.
Rose, yeah.
Oh, okay, she sees you now. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you go, and the judge will be right back. He stepped out for just a second. Okay. Thank you. I think the link went directly to you last week, and then I had to call and ask him for it this morning.
Okay.
Because I wasn't, you never saw it. Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me, Miss Halachek?
I can. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, if I could get the three of you to raise your right hands, including you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth so help you God?
I do.
I do.
All right, since we're doing this via Zoom, I'm gonna shortcut a few of your attorney's questions. And I'm gonna ask you if you recognize this as being the last will and testament of Van George.
I do.
And it appears to have been made on or about March 17th of 2020. To your knowledge, after the date she made this holographic will, did she ever change it or revoke it?
No. I mean, she has not.
Okay,
Do
have
not.
you been provided with a document called a proof of death and other facts?
Yes.
Okay, have you read that document?
Yes.
Is everything contained in there true and correct and within your personal knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, and now, if you can just get them to identify the handwriting. I guess, have y'all read your proofs of the decedent's handwriting?
Yes, I read it.
And have you had an opportunity to review that will?
Yes, yes,
And is everything contained in your proof true and correct and within your knowledge?
yes, sir.
All right, you may sign your proof. Okay, so Ms. Halachek, what you're gonna do is you're gonna make arrangements to appear before a notary public in El Paso and, or wherever you happen to be at the time, and sign your oath and your proof of death and other facts and have them notarized, and make sure you sign your entire name, because I think she called you Rose Catherine George Halachak in there.
Yes.
And return those to Mr. Garinger. He will e-file those with the county clerk's office. When he does that, I will sign the order admitting her will to probate and authorizing the county clerk to issue letters of testamentary that will give you authority to act on behalf of her estate. Sell what you need to sell, distribute it in accordance with the terms of the will. I'm also giving Mr. Garinger this instruction sheet to send to you. It explains the probate process and what your duties and responsibilities are. Make sure that you read that and understand what your duties are. Make sure that you cooperate with Mr. Garinger in doing an inventory. The estates code requires one to be filed within 90 days of the day that I've signed the order, which will be whenever you get that returned to him, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, I hope everything goes well. And if y'all need anything, just let me know. Be happy to help. Thank y'all for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all have a great week.
Thanks, you too.
Do we have any
Thank
other?
you.
Take care. You may leave if you wish.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all have a good day.
Thank you too. Mr. Mills?
Mr. Mel.
Okay. Treaty, Dependent Administration, J.J. Bragg. I don't see,
And I don't see any of his people on.
Nope.
I don't see Mr. Bragg's report. Oh, that's Gary Green. I don't know.
Oh.
That's Mr. Mills.
Yep, that's.
Misty Winger on anything of that?
Patrizzi is who Mel's on, but
Yeah. Is Mel Shalander there?
what about Mr. Mills? Brad
Brian
Mills.
Mills is,
Yeah, we can do Mr. Mills first, but we need the,
and
yeah.
his
the-
people are on, yeah. Brian Mills, I don't know who, still don't know who this
Oh,
Misty
yeah.
Winger is. I'm gonna chat with her, see who she is.
Good morning, Mr. Mills. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Okay, so tell me who we have today. I assume that's Mrs. Green with you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and then our other two witnesses.
Yes, we have Jerry Russ and Connie Russ joining us from California. And there are two witnesses as to the decedent's signature on the will.
Okay. All right. Is this an original or a copy?
That's an original will.
They signed it in black ink, so
It's
Yes.
hard to feel it.
it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it was hard.
Okay. All right. Why in the world would anybody want to live in California?
Because our kids live here.
That explains it. Well, and good weather most of the time, huh?
Yeah.
Yep,
What
Yeah.
part are y'all in?
Northern California. We live in the Sacramento area.
Gotcha. Gets hot up there, doesn't it?
Yes, sir, it does. This hot's been hotter than most.
Hmm. All right. Well, if I can get all three of you to raise your right hands, please. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth so help you God?
I do.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold up, Mr. and Mrs. Russ, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Gary R. Green. Do you recognize that as being such?
Yep.
Okay, and
Yes.
tell me, how are y'all familiar with Mr. Green's handwriting?
Well, we've known him for 40 plus years. So
Okay.
just, everyday life and
Did you
Sign
originally
us.
live in Nederland?
pardon.
Did y'all originally live in Nederland?
Um,
No.
No.
No,
Well, how did y'all know Mr. Green if he lived
Oh, we
in?
met them when Gary was in the service. We've known Betsy since 71.
yeah.
Yeah, so we met Gary when him and Betsy got married.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
they were living in California at the time.
Southern.
So I am going to hold up the signature page of Mr. Green's will and ask y'all if y'all recognize that as being his signature on that document.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. And have y'all been provided with some proofs of decedent's handwriting?
yes,
Oh, okay. I didn't understand.
proof of handwriting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have a copy of their,
Trust.
No, had Mr. Mills provided you with a document called proof of decedent's handwriting?
Oh,
It's a-
yeah.
yes,
Okay, so y'all are gonna, if everything contained in that document is true and correct, then y'all will need to take that to a notary public and sign those as your names are typed on there before that notary and return those to Mr. Mills, okay?
Okay.
correct.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mills, I'm gonna hold up this will and so that you can question Ms. Green, okay?
all right. So, Mrs. Green, this is the original will that's been filed with the probate application. Do you believe that to be your husband's last will and testament?
Yes.
And do you recognize his signature on the will?
Yes, definitely.
Did he ever revoke this will to your knowledge?
No, sir.
All right. And I have here the proof of death and other facts, which you've reviewed this morning. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And are all the statements in this proof true and correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you've also reviewed your oath, which just states that you agree to carry out your duties as the independent executor.
Yes, sir.
All right. Judge, I will have Mrs. Green sign her proof and oath and notarize those for her.
Okay, and I'm gonna get Mel to email you this instruction sheet for Mrs. Green that explains the probate process. And as soon as we have gotten those proofs e-filed with the county clerk, I'll sign the order admitting the will to probate and authorizing the clerk to issue her letters.
All right. We thank you very much.
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Russ, thank you for being here today. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week. And
Thank you.
You
You're
do,
welcome.
thank you.
yeah, let us know if you need anything else, Mr. Mills. You take care.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See who this must be in there.
Okay, so Mr. Shalander. Oh, he
Oh, he
did.
did?
Okay.
Let me see who this Misty Winger is. He's been hanging out in here.
He said I emailed you this morning,
That,
but if I'm in court, I can't get it.
yeah. I'm trying to find out who this lady is.
So they're gonna reschedule this.
Who is that? Oh, that was JJ Bragg. Judge, will you tell him that it's canceled? JJ Bragg.
Melanin just canceled it.
Hey, JJ,
Yes, sir.
Mel Shalander just canceled the hearing for some reason. We just found out. I'm sorry that you had to appear and that you didn't get notice, but I guess he's gonna reschedule, so we'll see what happens.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, man. Take care.
Bye.
That's where it went from Misty